Since today only happens once every 4 years, and this one could be pretty hectic of a day. It is presidential election day. I decided to hop on. It is 9:29. We're about a minute from open, and I'm gonna make my video today just off the price action off open. Right. I'm not sure what to expect. I don't know if anything's gonna happen crazy off open. I'm not sure, but I wanted to just have this documented so I can look back in previous 4 years from now maybe, and just kind of have, because I think it'll be cool. And I don't think that a single one of you guys should be trading today at all. And hear me out. Even if we weren't in presidential election day, right? Look at this 30-minute time or 1 hour time frame. Do you think you should touch a single trade in these conditions here until we sweep this high or this low? If we don't put in an SMT at these highs or lows, preferably this high, because I do want to see us go lower from this daily fair value gap, right? You should not be touching this market whatsoever. And 9:30 just opened, so we'll watch the open price here and see real quick. So this is on the 1 minute on EQ. But anyways, we're in a higher time frame range, so a little bit of volatility off open. We're in this higher time frame range, and we're just chopping, right? ES has come down and swept this low. We have an SMT, so I think that could push us higher to this high here, the daily imbalance. But we also left perfect equal lows with the sell side liquidity over here on the higher time frame. So I am very bearish going into this week. But since it is a presidential election, it will be very, very hard to understand what to do. And if we look at the sessions, Asia session chopped and London session chopped. What do we expect here? Right, yesterday was chop in Asia and London, pretty much chop in New York. Right, we had a big sell-off. I think that's from people closing all the positions before the election, not trying to get caught in any positions. So I think that's why the market just sold off. It's everyone's just dumping their positions. Liquidating their position just in case something crazy happens, because nobody really is really confident what's going to happen here today. So I thought I would go over price action off open, and yet this is not really what I expected, but that's why we're staying out of the marketplace here. NQ has already ripped 52 points off open, and yeah, so I'm really curious for today. Hopefully you guys are smart about it. Even if you take a winning trade, like I said, we're not really in a spot in the market where it makes sense to even place a trade, in my opinion, until we take out this high, and at worst this low. But we already have an SMT here, so it doesn't really make sense. There's no structure, man. This time change makes me go to bed a little bit later in a sense. But there's no real reason for any price structure right here. If I had to give a validation for longs besides this SMT. Man, besides this SMT at these lows here, this low and this low, we don't really have any bullish sentiment really. There's not even really a fair value gap here, kind of, on the 1 hour. We don't really have much going on. The 4 hour, nothing going on, right? 30 minute, 15 minute, right? We just get this inverse fair value gap here on the 15 minute. That's about it. This is not price structure that really tells you or screams either direction, right? Another reason why we should be careful off open, right? And if we just go to the NQ, we have this big run up, and now we're selling off. So not exactly sure what I expect to see today, but thought I might as well come on here and make this video to have it documented, because I think that this is a pretty cool event regardless of what happens, and I think we're just here to tape read today, and to put my money where my mouth is. We're gonna do the right thing and lock our account. 0 trades this week so far, right? And if I just don't trade the rest of the month, I technically have a better month than the last 2 months. But yeah, there's no point in doing that, and that's not gonna happen. But it's kind of funny. So we're just gonna sit here and tape read. I'll probably make this video the first 15 or 20 minutes off open, just have it documented. And I'll let you know. You guys saw me lock my account. I will let you guys know if I would actually look to take a trade. Hypothetically, right? If it was a real day, what would I need to see? I would need to see at minimum these highs get swept right here. Minimum these highs get swept, and at second second minimum, I need these highs up here to get swept in the daily imbalance. Maybe put an internal SMT and go lower. So I do want to see that. But yeah, again, there won't be a market review after this because this is just gonna be the video I post. But while we're sitting here watching price, I kind of want to talk about what would make someone want to trade today, right? If you're trying to trade during this, it's just clear that you can't sit still and you can't just say, you know what, maybe today is going to be a little bit different, right? Maybe price action is not going to move the exact way that I'm expecting because we have a lot of things going on, right? It's a big deal to have a different president a different president, regardless of who wins. It's a big deal to have that happen. It's a big deal to have an election. It's a big deal for these things that take place. So when price is normally running, right, when high impact news comes out, what happens to the market? When a war happens, the market can sell off or rip up or whatever because something big happened in the world. So whenever there's something big brewing in the United States, which again moves most of the market just because of the influence, when something big is happening, there's going to be unpredictable moves, right? We might not see FOMC candles, right? But maybe what you normally trade, maybe it's just going to get chopped up. Maybe it's going to run the opposite way because you don't know how it's going to react. And my point exactly is that if you don't know, right, you don't know ever when you're trading, but if you really don't know, today could just be crazy. If you have no idea what today is capable of, why would you subject yourself to that, right? Even if you took a long off open, or not even off open, let's just say you took a trade and it wins today, right? How will you know that that's repeatable, right? The whole part of trading and the whole part of making money trading long term is doing something that has an edge and that's repeated and that you can consistently do. So if you trade during an election day and it works, right, you're only going to get those specific conditions every 4 years. Maybe your setup was there, yeah, but you're going to be practicing something that's not really repeatable. And that's why I set out at FOMC days, right? I understand that you can make money on FOMC, but I can also make a lot of money on regular days too. So why would I be concerned with getting in that one day, right? It's okay to have one day out of the market, not be trading every single day. And that's the problem I think most traders have, myself used to be included, sometimes still is that I need to be trading every day. I feel like I need to get this account balance up every single day. I feel like I want to get it closer and closer. It's at 579 right now. And today's another day that I have to sit on the sideline and put my hands up and say, hey, I'm not getting anything going for me today. This is not going to get any closer to my target. And that is the hardest part, which is just saying, hey, my account's not going to go anywhere today. It's not going to get better. It's not going to get closer to my target. But what does it do? It teaches me that I don't have to trade every single day. I don't need to be in the marketplace trying to get something every single day, no matter what. It's not a 9 to 5. This is not a committed job where you have a boss that tells you you have to do X, Y, Z. You control the rules. And that's the craziest thing is this is a game that we make the rules and we still lose. We make the rules and we still break them. We still lose. We still get beat by the market. What am I trying to do with my trading? My biggest goal with my trading is to stop letting myself beat me. I want the market to beat me. I don't want myself to beat me. What do I mean by that? I mean, I don't want to be taking positions that aren't my setup, right? Because that's me beating myself. It's me versus me. It's not me versus the market. It's me versus myself. I don't want to take bad setups. I don't want to take, I don't want to be revenge trading. That's me versus me. If I throw another $500 down the drain on the day, that never needed to be happening, right? Maybe I took a loss. Maybe I took a real loss. But that $500 never should have been lost, right? That's me versus me. What else is there, right? There is trading on days where you know you shouldn't trade. A no news Monday where the market's not moving, it's chopping, but you see your setup and you convince yourself, okay, maybe this gets me $300 and you lose. And then boom, you just lost on a day that you could have easily avoided. And it's avoiding mistakes, avoiding losses, and removing the bad things. That's what makes you a trader. That's what makes you money. It's not about, forcing this, forcing that, getting this, winning this, making that. It's about doing the small things right. Being able to do the small things, the easy, not even the easy things, being able to do the hard things, the boring things, the non-sexy things as well as you can. It's kind of like When I grew up playing soccer, the biggest thing coaches would always say is do the small things. Do the basic things as well as you can. Be a monster, a master at the small things, the things that aren't sexy, the things that are boring. You know, you're receiving the ball, controlling the ball, dribbling, right? Shooting, passing. Get really, really good at the basics. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be getting in there doing behind the back, reverse back heel, whatever, bicycle kicks, right? You don't need to be a master at the bicycle kick to be a great player. You don't need to be a master at trading tough conditions to be a great trader. You just don't trade those conditions. You don't need to be a master at all setups to be able to make a lot of money. You can just be a master of one setup. You can be a master of one time frame. You can be a master of one whatever. Just get really good at what you're doing and dial in on that. And that's where I need to improve myself as a trader. What do we got going on here off open? Very bullish, which I wouldn't say I'm surprised because, again, we have these targets. Again, does this look like a normal open? 90, 80 something points, right? Honestly, it doesn't look too abnormal. If we had price structure like this, I'd want to see this get ran. Like, I am bullish going into the morning until these highs, then I want to see something happen. But this is a lot more bullish than I anticipated, just straight off open, because I didn't think that the market would really have much juice, considering people are probably a little bit sketched out. Yeah, we're about to take out these 8:30 highs, which is Asia high from Monday morning. Will be interesting to see. But yeah, so while we're watching this charts, man, I kind of want to talk about a bad beat. And let's watch how this high gets ran. Last night, as you guys know, I bet I had money going on the Chiefs. I would make $50 if the Chiefs won. It was part of my parlay. I decided, and I stand by it, I'm happy about it, I decided to load up $15 to hedge my bet. I do not ever gamble. I never gamble real money. I don't not ever gamble. I don't sports gamble real money. This was the first time I've ever put in money into the app I use, but it was because I was mathematically guaranteed to win money. Even if they tied, I would win money. So I was guaranteed mathematically to make money last night. So I decided, instead of not making any money, maybe if the Bucks pulled off an upset against the Chiefs, very unlikely, but if they did, I didn't want to not make any money. So I loaded up $15, so I guaranteed myself $35. Where's the bad beat, you say? Well, I actually loaded up $20, put $15 on the Bucks, so cover, and I'll make money guaranteed. And I bet $5. I bet $5 on. Let me read the slip for you guys. I bet $5 on Travis Kelce to complete 5.5 receptions. We got that almost instantly. 3 off the first drive. He got that. Mahomes over 199 passing yards. It looked a little bit scary when he went off injured. He got 250. Boom, check there. Over 39.5 total score. We got that. Kareem Hunt rushing yards. Didn't look good in the first half. We got that. Big drive in the third or fourth quarter. Baker Mayfield over 19.5 completions. We got that on the last drive in normal time. Kareem Hunt touchdowns. We got that in overtime, the last play of the game. Where's the bad beat? Kansas City Chiefs, I took a point spread. I took a negative 6.5 point spread. I didn't realize that when you go to overtime, you don't kick the point after attempt. You just get the touchdown, which is just 6 points. Which means I won by 6 points, not 7. And I lost my bet. $5 paid $55. So we only made $30 last night, which, again, I had to tell myself. I was so upset. I had to tell myself. I was like, I made $30. I was so upset because I lost by 1 point, and it was just because of the overtime. Kareem Hunt should have had a touchdown in the first quarter or the first half when they got it to the 5-yard line. He had 2 running attempts, didn't get it. I should have had my parlay, and it didn't hit. And, oh, my gosh, I was so upset because I didn't even realize. I was, praying for overtime. I was like, oh, my gosh, if we get to overtime, we still have a chance at a Kareem Hunt touchdown. And I thought we did it. We got the touchdown. I was like, oh, my gosh, we did it. And then I realized Negative 6.5. Which I don't even know why I took the negative 6.5. I never do that. I should have taken like the 2.5 that I needed, but whatever. I was literally so upset. I turned off the TV. I went to my room and I tried to fall asleep, and I just couldn't. I was like tossing, turning, and then I was just having to tell myself over and over. I was like, okay, you made $30. You made money today. You won money. You won money. You didn't risk any money, and you made $30. You made $30. You made $30. And I was just so upset because it could have been 130, or no, it could have been like $100 total on the night if that went the other way, and it just didn't. So I was like, oh my gosh. And that is why I will never put money into sports betting because, wow, that was just frustrating. It was free money basically. So that was my bad beat. I'm sure you guys have all bad beat stories and gambling. Let me know your guys' gambling worst beats. I try and limit. That's why I don't gamble with my real money, because I'm trying to trade professionally, and you can't be a gambler when you're trading. So I try and remove that. I am a little bit degenerate at heart, as you guys can tell, but that's why I think that's why most people are drawn to trading. Is just that degenerate behavior, because trading. I mean, you have to be pretty crazy to think that you're going to come in and make money trading. I don't think that. Obviously, I think I can do it. And I think it's possible, but in terms of when you first start trading, when you don't know anything about trading, and you're like, yeah, I can do that. Like, you're crazy, right? You're absolutely crazy if you really think that you're going to be the one that makes money trading when so many people fail, and you can lose money, right? So you have to be crazy, and I think you have to be a little bit degenerate, which is why I think I love it. But yeah, I don't really know a single person that trades that doesn't get that isn't a little bit excited about that, making money, right? No one can sit with me in a straight face and tell me that they don't have a little bit of a gambling problem if they're trying to trade, right? I don't think that trading is gambling. I want to get that clear. I don't think that's not possible to win. I don't think that I don't think that's impossible to break bad habits. I think I can break the bad habits I have with self-discipline, but I do love to place parlays with the free money on Fliff, and that was one of my worst bad beats of all time. And it wasn't really much of a bad beat as much as like I thought that in overtime I had a chance, and then he scored the touchdown. I thought I hit my bet, and I didn't. But yeah, I made $30 yesterday on that. That's almost pays for my funded account for the month. That's kind of my goal. And yeah, I mean, what else? What else we got going on? But yeah, so that was yesterday's. We got price action here. I'm not sure why we're stalling above this high. I'm gonna give it another 3 minutes, I think, and then we'll end this. Maybe make 25-minute video. Yeah, we're failing to get the Asia high. So if you were bullish, right? We tapped the 5-minute imbalance, so we're tapping this 5-minute fair value gap. I would expect us to continue higher from here. Yeah, so I want to hear your guys' worst bad beats ever with sports gambling or just poker or whatever. Because yeah, everyone's always got something going, and I would love to have a YouTube channel, not dedicated to gambling per se, but yeah, where I just do what I do normally and place bets and play poker and is that the only gamble? Yeah, that's the only gambling I do. I would love to just have a channel like that dedicated to that, but I'm just kind of lazy, bro. But I think it'd be cool. My long-term goal. So I kind of want to. Yeah, my long-term goal with trading and what I will do if I'm financially free from trading, because it allows you to be very mobile, right? I'm pretty sure you can trade anywhere, right? I think even like Top Step, like I'm pretty sure you can trade Top Step anywhere. My biggest goal with trading and why I want to make money trading will be so that if I'm making, and I don't even have to be ultra wealthy, right? 5-10K a month, and I'll be able to do what I want to do, which is I want to be able to live in Madrid to watch games, Real Madrid to be exact. I want season tickets, and right here we should get we should inverse this fair value gap here, and then take out the Asia high if we didn't already. So I'm going to paper trade this. Going to paper trade this. This is not a good paper trade. We're going to take off 3 at this high. This is just to take out the Asia highs. Boom. We took a profit. Break even. We made $30 today. Okay, anyways. My goal is to be able to watch Madrid play live in the Bernabeu. I want to live there. I want to be able to travel around. I don't need millions of dollars. I don't need private jets. I just want to be able to live and hop on my laptop, make some money, make these videos, and that's my dream. That is my absolute dream. And I mean, when I think about it, it gets me up in the morning. It makes me work hard. It makes me study every day. It makes me try and beat my bad habits, because you have to have a bigger purpose for why you're doing something. And not saying that my bigger purpose in terms of, trading and whatnot. Not saying that my desires and my wants is really the best reason why I should get something or I should do something, because I want to be able to do this and I want this and I want this. It's not all about wants and needs and or desires and opportunities, but it is in a sense about it gives me motivation to say, hey, this is my dream. It's my dream life. This is what I want to be doing. This is what I want to pursue. This is how I want to do it. And it makes me wake up and say, hey, I'm not going to gamble today. And it helps me, hey, I'm going to follow my rules. Because if I want to do this, X, Y, Z, if I want to be here, live here, do this, meet this person, be able to pursue this, then I need to be able to say, hey, I'm not going to gamble today. Or if I do, I'm going to try and learn from it. I'm going to try and limit it. I want these habits to happen less and less. I want to do this, that, the other. And I think that's the best way to get better and to really excel at things, is by saying, hey, what is my goal in life? What is my long-term vision? Is it more important to me than this short-term moment? Is it more important for me to trade today and get a quick rush of dopamine and make a little bit of money on my evaluation account? Or should I practice good habits, staying on the market, tape reading, practicing, reviewing the charts, right? Building conviction, again, price, tape reading. Is it more important for that to build the habits for my future self that I want to be? Or should I just be sitting here gambling, trying to make some money, trying to take a trade just so I can feel good, just so I can post that on here and say, hey, my account's up $1,000 now and whatever. Is that the goal, or is the goal to get better at trading so I can do the things I want to do? So I think you have to pick a goal, pick something that you're motivated by, even if it's selfish, right? Even if it's, not really going to change the world. It's not going to impact the world, but I would love to I want to have the freedom to do things, man. One of my biggest goals, and this is going to be like a little fun fact maybe. This is going to be like not fun fact. What am I trying to say? It's going to be like a little bit of I don't know, but I want to have the freedom so that if I wanted to, I like filmmaking, right? I don't really do much of it, but I would love to be a part of making a movie, whether that be maybe just like a background character, maybe help film, maybe help whatever, right? And if I had money and I had just the ability to be wherever I needed to be, and I had money coming in, I could just pursue things like that. Things that aren't my burning desire. I don't have the desire to be an actor or to be whatever, or else I'd be doing it, right? If I had the desire to do something, I will do it. I will become it. I will be spending all my energy trying to become whatever I want to be. If I want to be a writer, actor, whatever it is, I would put my time into that. But it is something that I think would be cool. It would be something that, if in the future, if you had money and you were financially free and you could say, hey, I think it'd be very cool to be in a movie, like a background character even. Just say, hey, like a movie comes out, it's in theaters, and say, hey, that's me, right there, that one scene. Oh, I'm the waiter that walks up and gives you, your food and says, enjoy, right? That's the only line I have or something, or I'm just a background, because that's just something that's cool, man. You're kind of cemented in something. Imagine if you're like a waiter in like what's a movie, bro? I'm trying to think of a movie. I don't know why I can't think of a good example off the top of my head, but and I think it's because I went with waiter. But okay, let's just say in James Bond movie, right? Let's just say that you're like a banker, and James Bond goes into the bank, and you're the guy at the bank register, and you're like, here's your key, sir, right? Something like that. And now, boom, you're in that movie forever, and every time you watch that movie, and people watch that movie, they'll be like, oh my gosh, look at that, and you can tell people, and it's no one's gonna know you for it, and you're not famous, and whatever, but you're in a movie, like, and that thing comes out in theaters and people are excited to see it, and whether they like it or not, maybe that's like, maybe there's like an Easter egg in that scene, and it's just like stuff like that, man. I want to be a part of things like that. I want to be able to just, go to events, and I want to be able to do these things. And I want to be able to just, I want to be able to pay for things for people that, whether I know them, don't know them, I want to be able to say, hey, you know what? I want to take you to this event or do this or do that. And just do stuff like that. And that's my biggest goal with trading. And I hope I can make it happen, and that's what motivates me every morning. So I do recommend you guys pick something that motivates you and go after and pursue it, because you got to have motivation in life. You got to have something that you're driving towards, even if it is selfish. And then my last goal is that, I want to succeed at trading quicker rather than later, because I need to. I want to be able to start a family at some point, and there's not many women looking for someone that lives with their parents that makes no bread and they sit on their computer all day. So, yeah, that is unfortunate for me, but I do know that girls like money. So maybe if I'm making money trading, then that'll help me out in that department. But right now, I'm currently just dialed in to what I'm doing, because I recognize that my future wife won't want a kid sitting on his computer in his parents' garage, right, that doesn't make any bread right now, or serious bread. So I got a lot to work on. I have a lot motivating me. And I think once we take out this high here, I will end this video. And I want to see us kind of expand now to the daily fair value gap. Fair value gap. And we'll watch it come in here. Boom, take profit. Wow, I mean, that was actually not even too bad of a trade. I mean, I wouldn't personally take it, but, we get in on this inverse fair value up here after tapping the 5 minute. And then we expanded higher. So I will now drag my stop loss to this high. And once it shoots above the new day gap, we'll drag it higher. But yeah, so that was a solid trade. Let's squeeze 100. Oh, we can't. Boom. So that was a $200 trade. What were we risking there? Not even really risking 200. So actually, I mean, I shouldn't have taken 3 off of this high, but I wasn't really prepared. We just cut a nice trade on camera for you guys. So that is actually a great spot to end this video, right? What did we see here? Why did I take this? 5 minute fair value gap. We're displacing higher off open. We come down, we tap into the 5 minute fair value gap. We hold this order block, we hold this fair value gap. We displace through an imbalance, a bearish imbalance, with clear buy side above us where we can go break even. Maybe I just go break even at the Asia high right here. Let's just put it on. Boom, maybe we just go break even here. Maybe we take profits. Again, this is not a real trade. And you get in here. Boom, we get in long. If we got in right away, I was switching over to the micros. You're risking around $26, 26 points, 22 points, whatever. And you're targeting this high here, 47 points. So that was actually a nice trade, really. I mean, I actually think that was a pretty solid trade. I think it was a good paper trade. Happy we caught that. And yeah, man. Not the craziest stuff that I was expecting off open. Didn't really know what to expect, but glad I stayed out of the market and followed my plan. So I will be just tapering again the rest of the day and just charting the rest of the day. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, it's a little bit different. So just wanted to capture that first 30 minutes off open and just kind of see what we're working with. I, again, will stand by the fact that I just don't think I'm trading today. I do think that now, once we took this high out, which is, again, this daily imbalance, I want to see us kind of stall, maybe build some structure, and then start shooting lower. If I had to give you guys something that I want to see, that is what I would want to see. And I think we're kind of setting up really nice, right? We took out the Asia high here. Get rid of that. We took out Asia high here, and we took out the Friday's high. So very, very good, actually, now supporting these lows. I don't think that trading will be the worst idea. I mean, structure-wise, this won't be a bad area to target. and I don't think it will be a bad trade per se. I just think on election day, be careful. Are you a trader? Are you a gambler? Let me know in the comments what you guys' goals are for your life and what motivates you, and let me know about any bad beats, man. So I think we had a cool little conversation today about life and about trading, and we got to watch the markets, and we got another day to get better and learn, and just it's a good day to have a good day. So I hope you guys had a good day. I hope you guys are staying safe, and we'll see what happens tonight, man, in the election. So fingers crossed. But I will see you guys all in the next video tomorrow. Not sure what to expect. I really have no idea. Maybe tomorrow is where we get some crazy stuff because of the results are more finalized. So I will see you guys. I appreciate you guys for watching the videos and tuning in. It was fun. It was great. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.